If you find yourself having stress and burnout, or you fatigue, tired, you need to have a rest at 2 o'clock so that you can reboot yourself, if that happens very often, and comes with joint pains, or arthritis, or gout, or eczema, or asthma, allergies, postnasal drip, or experiencing recurring flu and colds, infections, tight chest, sticky phlegm that doesn't cough out when you have a flu or bronchitis, menopause, hot flashes, low libido, low sex drive, prostate enlargement, or weight gain, fat deposits, and unable to lose weight, that comes from one source and one organ, which is the adrenal glands. The adrenal glands is right on top of the kidneys. It's a little gland that's stuck on the kidneys. And that is a very important gland which actually helps with stress response. What is meant by stress response is when you are under stress, your body responds to that. In the olden days, when one had to run away or fight, it's called the fight or flight, the body would respond, and the adrenal glands would be the glands that would actually be producing the hormones for that response. So I call that response, the adrenal glands, that form of response, like an accelerator in your car. When you're in a situation in the car where, let's say you're overtaking a car and another car is coming and you need to add speed now, you need to press the accelerator, you expect the car to respond, accelerate, get more speed and move out of danger zone. Same thing with the body. Under stress, when you need to run or you need to act, you need to move fast, you say move and the body responds, that means your adrenals are working. But when you tell the body move and the body says I'm going to sleep now, it does not respond to you. That means your adrenal glands have a problem. They are not producing the hormones that is telling the body to move, to accelerate. You find yourself fatigued, tired, you can't get on with it. So what happens is, you find yourself with the fatigue now, you're probably losing 1 to 2 hours to 3 hours a day because you can't operate. And that can be very frustrating for a lot of people. Now, when you fix your adrenal glands, you can recover those 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours. Now, you can imagine now, what can you do in those additional 2 to 3 hours that you can produce now? That you might have time for family, you might have more time to study, you might have more time to relax and read books, you might have more time to plan things for business. So many things can happen thanks to good adrenals. My name's Alan Warnitz. I'm a nutrition expert. I've done a lot of work on adrenal glands and I've discovered what actually feeds the adrenal glands. How I found out about it was I had asthma and my son had asthma. I had asthma for over 30 years and I took all the medications that is there supposed to control asthma. So I never got rid of the asthma, it was just being controlled for the 30 years. My son had asthma and he was going on nebulizers, which is cortisone, which is vaporized cortisone. I wasn't happy about it because of the side effects it had on that small body. He was about 2 to 3 years old. I went on a quest to discover what actually I can do to change that problem with asthma, and I wanted to find alternative solutions. I wanted to find drug-free solutions for my child, and which I benefited as well. So I found the answers, I found what were the nutrients, I found out it was the adrenal glands that were in trouble. The adrenal glands actually makes cortisol. Cortisol is one of the stress hormones, and also cortisol is an anti-inflammatory. That's why in the medical field, whenever there is any of these things, joint pains, arthritis, asthma, allergies, tight chests, fatigue, they would use cortisol. So instead of using, the problem with cortisol in the medical treatment, you get muscle atrophy and weight gain. Basically what happens, when cortisol is being injected in you or vaporized, it actually breaks down your muscles here, breaks down your muscles in your legs, so your legs get smaller, and it turns it into sugar, and that sugar now, if there's too much sugar in your blood, it turns into fat, so you start getting fat bellies and fats coming under the arm. That's the reason you can't lose weight, because of the cortisol producing that problem. So how do you fix the adrenal glands? I found out the nutrients that feeds the adrenal glands. The adrenal glands makes cortisol, also makes the sex hormones, makes progesterone and makes testosterone. 50% of the testosterone is made by the adrenal glands and the other 50% made by the testes. In women, progesterone is made by the adrenal glands at menopause. So when menopause comes, if your adrenal glands are not in good order, you will have a problem, and the problem that you will experience is the hot flushes. Because the adrenal glands is not producing progesterone, and estrogen has gone into too much of a high level in ratio, so there's much more estrogen than progesterone. So that imbalance causes all these problems, and the imbalance of progesterone and estrogen, even in males as well, because testosterone can also convert to estrogen, you have a high risk of cancer. So very important to have the adrenal glands in good order for men and women at any age, because when you need the sex hormones, that's why there'll be low libido, because there's not enough of these, the balances have gone out. So what do you do? Because these hormones are steroids. They're steroids, that means they're oil-based. It comes from omega-3. So you need a good amount of omega-3 all the time to produce these hormones. If you don't have omega-3, the hormones don't get produced. You need to fix the adrenal glands to keep it in good order. When, let's say in chronic situations here, or in an acute condition when you have all these things, you need to top up now, you need to load the adrenal glands with certain nutrients. After 2 to 3 months, you'll find yourself getting much better, and then you don't have to have these doses. But I'm going to give you the doses now if you are experiencing those. Vitamin C, 2,000 milligrams, together with vitamin B5, which is pantothenic acid, is 500 milligrams. B complex, 25 milligrams. Magnesium, you get it from a CalMag, calcium magnesium. It helps also put you in a relaxed mode. So when the body is rejuvenating, it has to rejuvenate in a relaxed mode. During the day, stress mode, fine. You have to work hard, you have to do things, you have to accelerate, fine. But when it's time for relaxing now, you have time for sleep, you must be able to sleep, relax. So CalMag helps with that. Zinc, 50 milligrams. Vitamin E, 400 international units. Omega-3, 2,000 to 6,000 milligrams a day. That is the dose that actually feeds the adrenal glands. Over and above this, because the adrenal glands is related to your immune system, when your immune system is weak, the adrenals are weak. When your immune system is strong, your adrenals are strong. For immunity, there will be an added nutrients, selenium, L-glutamine, L-lysine, and vitamin D. So that helps with immunity. So you build up the adrenal glands, and you build up your immunity, and you add immune boosting herbs. The immune boosting herbs basically accelerates this process, accelerates the production of cortisol. Now, in the heart, so another thing that the adrenal glands does in terms of the progesterone and testosterone, which is the sex hormones, it's dependent on cholesterol. Cholesterol comes from the liver. A healthy liver is needed for the production of cholesterol, which cholesterol comes to the adrenal glands, converts to a very important hormone called DHEA, is an anti-aging hormone, and is also an anti-cancer hormone, and that turns into progesterone and testosterone. Progesterone in the woman and testosterone in the man. That's where the libido comes in. So, healthy liver is important. I have another video which I explain how to fix the liver, how to cleanse the liver, and how to feed the liver. You have to cleanse it first and clean it also. Then this will happen when you feed the liver. So, what I've done, being a nutrition expert, I've spent many years with this. I've helped many people. My asthma is gone. My child's asthma is gone. I haven't had asthma for over 23 years. Because of that, I can drink anything. I can drink milk. I can drink all the things that cause allergies. But it's because when I found that out, that's what was the turning point in my life. What I've done is I've also developed products. I developed some products I'm just going to share with you. This one is called Maximize Your Immunity. Maximize Your Immunity has got all these ingredients together. So instead of you buying vitamin C, buying B5, being 1, 2, 3, 4, all different things, all in there. So this way is this and has these as well. So it builds up the adrenal glands and builds up the immunity. So that's that one. For the calcium magnesium, there's a product here called CalMag. It's got potassium in there. It helps for the relaxing mode, plus provides the magnesium for the help of the adrenal glands. This product also has some magnesium in there as well, so it can be taken alone. But if you are stressed out, burnout, and not relaxing, this is a product that puts you in relaxed mode. So when you go to sleep, you sleep peacefully like a baby. You wake up in the morning not tired because you did not have interrupted sleeps. So that helps with that. Now, if you want to boost your immune system, this is Astroviral Egg. Has got immune boosting herbs in there, which I developed. I've provided the formula. It's been made under my instructions. That one accelerates the process of making cortisol, and that can speed up the recovery. So recovery can be 3-4 days. This one can shorten it to 1 to 2 days. using that. So these are the 3 things that I've done, which has helped sort out all these problems that I mentioned earlier. I trust you've learned something new here. Work on your adrenal glands and you shall feel a lot better. You'll be full of energy, like an energized bunny, and you will have scored your 2 to 3 hours, and you decide what you want to do with those 2 to 3 hours that you had lost when your adrenal glands were not there. Now you've gained it, so make good use of that time for your well-being. Thank you for listening, and I trust I'll hear from you. I will provide links which gives information on all of these so that you can read on them as well to get to be more informed. Thank you.